So I've found Will now. Will's been growing some chickpeas and lentils again this year as part of the PGRO trials, and we were just discussing off camera that last year was quite an incredible year. Will, do you want to just explain what happened last year, and then we can perhaps have a look at what's happening this year?
Yeah. So we've been in chickpeas and lentils. Last year we had one of our best chickpea years, yield-wise ever. It was up to 5 tonnes a hectare, which considering we'd be getting average 2 tonnes a hectare.
How many years have you been sort of growing these now to get that kind of 2?
So yeah, we've been doing lentils for 5 years,
Yeah.
5 years of field trials. Chickpeas kind of on and off, but last couple of years we actually had a paid trial 2 years ago. So there's been a lot of interest in chickpeas and lentils, like consistently getting interest as well. But yeah, these are like the kind of next 2 better niche crops and together with lupins as well.
Yeah.
So but yeah, there's been a lot of interest.
Show us what you've got here on show this year. 'Cause we've got a sort of early drilling and a late drilling.
Yeah. So we've got 5 varieties here. We've got a early drilling here. We've got a black lentil, which is called beluga, which is actually named after caviar because it looks like little caviar. We have
like caviar, do you think?
a little bit, yeah. They don't taste like it, but
So, yeah. And these, when were these drilled, Will?
the early drilled was mid-March, so mid to early March. So that's different. Normally we'd drill them mid-April, but we actually found that mid-March is you get a lot more consistent yield and actually healthier crop.
Yeah.
So
okay. And what's the sort of establishment? It's just a sort of like cultivation and then
you have to be really careful with weeds in the early growth stages. They can catch you out because they're not very competitive early weed. Once they get to this, you can see the canopies kind of closed up a bit, so they do get competitive. But yeah, it's that early weed competitiveness is tricky.
Have you got a herbicide that you can use on them?
Yeah, there's a stomp is allowed. So we use that for this. We've tried Nirvana as well in a trial, and that works really nicely. But there can be some phytotoxicity issues there.
Okay. So is there much difference between these varieties then that you've spotted?
Yeah, I mean, actually the black lentil is slightly lower yielding, but I think you get a possibly higher price for those.
Okay.
But then, yeah, generally these are the best 5 we found. We started with about 20, 30 varieties. These are kind of the best of each colour. So Kermit's, as you can probably guess, is green.
Yeah.
Marble is got the kind of speckled poi lentil. I think that's my favourite. If you were going to ask
Your
me,
favourite
in the sense of consistency, yield, and looks.
Okay, yeah.
I think it kind of ticks all the boxes for me. Then you've got the 2 red lentils, which historically are the highest yielding.
Mm-hmm.
But this year don't look as good. I'm not exactly sure why yet, but maybe the yield will be good. It just doesn't look as good.
Sort of filled in as much as
No.
as the others, have they? So far, but yeah.
But these are definitely earlier maturing, so you can see they're already starting to turn.
Yeah, you were saying
Senesce.
that you would typically harvest this late August perhaps, but
Mid to late August, yeah, but they're
you're
kind
ahead
of
of the game.
they're maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks away. So
Yeah, these are already, aren't they? See there. And then you've got some later drilled stuff here as well. So
this is a month later.
A month later, yeah.
Same varieties, and obviously because they were germinated in a bit later, they're a bit drier, so they didn't germinate as well,
Right.
Unfortunately. But they look okay. It'll be very interesting to see the yield difference, to be honest, if there is any. But we've definitely found that earlier drilled lentils are higher yielding.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll see this year. It's always hard to tell from just looks.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Proof in the pudding. Yeah.
Good. And what about chickpeas then? What have you been doing this year on chickpeas?
Yes,
'Cause
unfortunately,
that's something you've been trialling for a few years again, isn't it?
Yeah, because they were really good last year, as I was saying, but this year they had a bit of trouble germinating. I think because they're a bit bigger seed, they didn't have as much moisture as they did last year to germinate, and so we've had very sporadic germination. As you can tell, there's been a lot of weeds action, so yeah, a lot of field pansy in this area, which Stomp doesn't control very well, so we've had a bit more sporadic. So I don't think we'll be getting our 4 or 5 ton a hectare yield. But that's the thing. You've really got to nail down the establishment with these, and I think once you do, yeah, you can really get good yields and stuff. So yeah.
What sort of impact does having a great year like last year on yield have in terms of appetite and interest in the crop then? Because surely some people, it would have made some people sit up and listen and think, oh, actually,
there's a few farmers who've asked about them, and we're definitely getting a lot more interest this year. We've even one farmer's done a big strip in his field to try them out. So yeah, that's what we need. Just like one farm will tell the other, and then it will kind of hopefully grow from there. But there is a reason why they're niche crops. The consistency is the thing we're trying to really get down, and we haven't completely cracked it yet, but I think over the years we'll learn the little tweaks that we can do.
And are there people growing it on a larger scale than your farmer who's doing a big strip down the edge of the field, or is it?
Yeah, there's a few dotted around. There's a few in Norfolk. But not as many as we'd like at the moment. But I think we just need to try get a bit of funding for doing more trials and things. That'd be really nice. So yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, good to I mean, ups and downs as ever with trials, I suppose.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how this year compares. But, thanks for talking us through that, Will. And
no worries.
If you want any more information, you can contact PGRO. But there's also some really good articles that Will's helped with in Pulse magazine, and they're available on pgro.org, so have a look on those as well.